What's up, y'all? Critic here, and today we're gonna be talking about the season 2 of Doom Patrol, which is released on HBO Max. Now, you might have heard of Doom Patrol on DC Universe, and it's because it was on DC Universe for the first season, but this season they moved it to HBO Max. So, quick little extra thing you should know about. The first season of Doom Patrol was really good. I like knowing these characters, from Negative Man, who's played by Matt Bomer, Cliff Steele, aka Robot Man, played by Brendan Fraser, Cyborg, who's played by Jovi Wade, Jane, who's played by Diane Guerrero, who y'all know from Orange is the New Black, Chief, who's played by Timothy Dalton, who was in the former James Bond movies, Rita Farr, who's played by April Barbary. And so season 2 starts off with the aftermath of last season, with Mr. Nobody being captured in this painting, and Robot Man, Jane, Chief, and Rita, and Cyborg, all having the effects of being shrunk because they just got out of the painting, and Negative Man trying to find a way to make them normal size again. And then as we watch the first episode of season 2, we find out that Chief has a daughter, and the Chief's daughter name is Dorothy Spinner. So I want to start off with the characters. Now, my favorite person in this season so far is Negative Man, Larry. Now, Larry has to fight the demons inside him. Well, it's not a demon, it's basically energy. And you see him still having to come to grips of having this energy inside him and accepting that he just gonna have to live with this energy inside him, and this is who he is, and there's nothing he can do about it. So he finds out he has a son that's alive. We see the negative energy talking to the son, but the son ends up having a heart attack and he ends up dying. Larry having trouble with it because he haven't even met him yet. He just sees him dying and that just hurts him badly. And so he goes to the funeral and he sees his other son who has his grandkids, and that messes him up. And what's great about Larry is he going through all this turmoil, this regret, because of how much time he missed with his sons and his family. Also, with Larry's sexuality, he kind of regrets not telling them who he actually is when he was normal. He wants to cope, he wants to make amends with his son. Now, Rita Farr, played by April Barbary. I haven't realized this, but she looks like a mix of Gal and Margot Robbie.
You Jen Ha!
She looks beautiful, I'll just say that. We learn more about Rita in this season. We see her backstory of why she is who she is. She wants to do more with her power. She wants to become a superhero, but something is holding her back, so she's trying new things to help her control her stretch powers. And the more you learn about Rita, the more you realize why she don't talk much about her past. Cliff, aka Robot Man. Now, Robot Man still angry with Chief because Chief last season spilled the beans that he was the reason each of these characters are the way who they are. Well, except Cyborg, and mostly has to do with his dad, but we'll get to him later. And so he gives Chief a hard time with what he done to him. He wants to rebuild his relationship with his daughter because he found out his daughter is alive, and now finds out that his daughter is pregnant, and he wants to be around her and build that relationship. But the daughter, he wants to become human, and Cliff can be a little annoying sometimes in the series, but in context, it makes sense. Alright, Cyborg, he's still suffering PTSD from Mr. Nobody. He's still suffering from that, and he even going to therapy sessions to slowly talk about what had happened to him. And he also meets a girl. I don't want to say her name because it probably might be a spoiler, I'm not sure, but she also suffered PTSD. End up having some type of relationship. You're gonna have to watch season 2, like I said before. Cyborg is developing as we go on throughout the season. Now, Jane this season is battling her personalities because they don't believe that she can make the right decisions and wants to protect the inside of her mind. You start to learn more about her personalities and learn what they've gone through. Dorothy Spinner. Now, Dorothy, I'm gonna be honest, she was really annoying, man. At first, she was really annoying. She does all these accents that just irritate you, and you're like, why is she here? But then as the season goes on, like I said, you see that she's more than what she is. Now, the theme to all this is acceptance, consequences, and love. Each of these characters have to learn to accept that they are who they are. All 6 of those characters suffer from those themes. there was some fun side stuff that were in the show that were really hilarious to me, and Clock King was goofy as heck. The sex ghost, man. They had sex ghostbusters. They have literal ghosts having sex. They had the Scants. They were goofy. Like, they made them seem like these dangerous characters. Scants are like little sprays, like little germs that make people make dumb decisions. Also, we see the return of Danny Street, and Danny Street is a fun character. It's a literal street, by the way, and they have these little montages throughout the show. All in all, Doom Patrol was really great. It was so much suspense. In each episode, you want to see more. But the one problem I have with Doom Patrol is that they just ended. Like, there's like a cliffhanger that you see, I'll just say, that you're like, oh, I can't wait to see the next episode. And I thought I was going to see the next episode, but then I realized that was the end. But what can you do, right? This show was great. I highly recommend Doom Patrol. Watch it on HBO Max as soon as you can. Watch it now. I'm telling you, it's worth it. It's worth your time. And I will give Doom Patrol a 4.5 out of 5 stars. So go ahead, watch it. Remember to like and subscribe to the channel, and I'm out. Peace.